Yeah, we'll get that going. All right. So yeah, what we're going to talk about today on stream here in the beginning part, and I'm going to chop it down into a video later, is going to be combos, specifically combos with the Puppeteer. I'm going to touch on combos with the Necromancer and combos with the Warlord just to show, and also combos with the Survivor as to what is a combo, why do we even care, what kinds of combos should we be looking for on the Puppeteer. So now that it's 8 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and jump right on into it. So, in the game, of course, we should know by now that there's a light attack and a heavy attack. Light on Puppeteer and heavy, 2 swings. Now, the attacks have an interesting interaction with each other, whereas a light is the base damage. Right now I'm under a power possess, so it's going to be increased by 32% total due to, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm in tutorial, so it's only going to be by 25%, although on the book, I don't think any of that matters, so it's still going to be base damage, so I'll shut up about that. So it'll be base damage on a light attack, and then a heavy attack is double a light attack. So it should be a swing for 45, and so a heavy should be a hit for 90. However, because the Puppeteer has 2 hits on the heavy, it's going to be 90 times 2, or 180 damage. Which brings us to a really interesting thought to think about, because the Puppeteer basic unit, light swing then only does about 25% of the total damage of a heavy. Being 45, let's see, yeah, do I have that right? Yeah, so if you times 180 by 75%, then you should get 45, or 25%, and you should get 45. I think that's right. Math it out. But that brings us to the point, though, that what you want to do mostly on the Puppeteer basic unit is to hit with heavies as often and as much as you can to maximize your damage efficiency and potential. That's not to say that we should never use light attacks, because they are going to be used for linkers and combos, let's say. But we want to focus more on the heavy attacks because of the higher damage potential. We are also going to have to focus on running heavy attacks as well, because those are the sprinting heavy or the running heavy. That's a very efficient gap closer, even much more than, say, like a forward dodge, than what you can cover on a, that wasn't a sprint, sorry. On a sprinting, there it is, heavy. So you've got a dodge, and then you can even sprint behind that and do a heavy. Whoa, did not mean to attack that, but hey, good job there, computer. All right, so let's take a look at it. Let's see. So there's the 45 damage that we expected, and then a smack and a smack, 90, and that should have been another 90, but it didn't really register. Now the additional combo damage that we're also going to get should be reflected in a 10% increase on a light from the previous one. So a 45 should give us a 10%, 4.5. It should round up to, it's either going to stay at 4 or it's going to stay at 5, because this game's a little bit finicky on how it likes to round up or down in given situations. So we should go from 45 to 49 or 50. 45, 50. So there's another kind of funny part here, and I really hope that the book is going to survive here, that a heavy, and I'll hit it with a light and then I'll hit it with a heavy. A heavy actually gets, it doesn't get that damage modifier on top of it, and it's not gonna, it shouldn't be double. We'll double check here. This is something that I wanted to test. So we went from 45 to 50. Does that mean that our heavy is gonna go double 50, so 100 per swing? It doesn't. It actually only goes up to 10% of the light. So it's the double the original heavy plus the 10% of the light only. So as you move along in a string, your heavy is still going to be more damage, but if you kind of think about it, the damage stack is going to be even better and better for a light. So the light is going to be less of a damage gap, if that kind of makes sense, the longer that you carry on a string. So let's test. Light, heavy. Nope, didn't get to see it. We'll run back here and I'll clip this down. We'll clip it down for YouTube. Continue there. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'll do that at the end of the combos here for this sake, and I'll clip it back around maybe for the YouTube video. What I want to get into now, though, is what is a combo and why do we care? First, we'll go into Survivor. I've talked about this a lot in the official Puppeteer channel. In the official Puppeteer channel, people that come in there they get really upset because they're like, God, I hate it when the Puppeteer basic unit does its little shimmy shimmy dance or the growl thing forward, you know, or anything that animation break. And I always tell them, you know, that's fine that you get upset at it, and I can understand that. I think anybody can because, you know, it's a combo break. But everybody has that. It's just more prominent. I'm definitely going to take the legendary. Why the heck not? We'll get a Shemps just in case. Shemps. What is all this? It's been, I guess since I bought the game, since I did the tutorial. But this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that they give you all this. Here we go. There. Yeah. Okay. I mean, nothing's gonna stop us. I'm out of stamina. Yeah. Oh, okay. Papa Shemps came into this. Hurt for some reason. Amulet, Shemps. Go ahead and pop one. Just in case, you know, hey, we're going out here against these guys. Alright. Just in case anybody decides to come mess with us. No, we don't want that knife. Hi. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can't, let's see, hold on. Maybe that was, it's a bit more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. They've changed it a little bit, but you see there's that combo cooldown where I can't move. I'm constantly holding forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's that spot right there where he actually doesn't move forward. Let's try with a heavy here at the end. There, and you see it's a little bit bigger before I start into that overhand swing again. So yeah, it's definitely, it's been reduced. For sure it has been reduced on Survivor since the last time that I did this. But there is a combo break. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there where you can't move or anything. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you can't even dodge until that combo cooldown is finished. I don't know if you can hear me kind of spamming that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm spamming the dodge. 3, 4. Oh, okay. Nope, you can't dodge out of it. Alright. 2, 3, 4. Still holding forward. And there, but you can still see that. So, definitely they have reduced that on the Survivor. Exit match. But every unit has this cooldown period in between. Survivors do not have any kind of special combos outside of light, 4 lights, 4 heavies. That's it. They can't extend that combo in any way, shape, or form. I'll go back into the tutorial again, and I'm going to do the Kandarian Demon, and we'll actually show the Warlord now at this point real quick. Hopefully, does everything sound okay for anybody and everybody on the stream? I'm not really seeing too much activity in chat. I don't want to put anybody on the spot to talk in chat. I do like to just make sure that everything's coming through okay. So if you're shy, don't feel the need to go ahead and talk. It's okay. I don't expect you to. I just expect you to have a good, nice, pleasant experience. That's all. There. Pump in some Infernal Energy, and we'll go ahead and pump the rest into Total Basic. Why not, boss? Hey, why not? Yeah, all we really want to do is come over here and get a Demon anyway. This guy will be fine. And so the Warlord Basic, they actually have no combos either. I've tried multiple different ways in order to try and get a different type of combo out of them, but there isn't any different types of combos. So they are, I believe, the same. 1, 2, 3, and 4 lights, or 4 heavies, or any combination thereof. So I'm going to hold forward, 1, 2, hold W, 3, 4, and let go, and you can see there where he's not moving forward until there he finally comes back again. So there's another combo break where you can't do anything again. 1, 2, you can even see his abilities go on cooldown. Now, these guys, you can actually go ahead and puke. You're going to be locked in this animation, you can't move out of it anymore. And then you can go right back into a combo again if you like, but more than likely the Survivor is going to be moved out of that again, holding forward, and we can't move. There now, and you can see that grayed out again for those abilities as we're moving through them. Once that grayed out stops, that's actually when I can move again, and that's the combo cooldown here for this unit. Now, I really wanted to go through that one pretty quick because Necro is going to be one of the ones right now that folks are really talking about because of the light, heavy spam. It's light, heavy 4 times over on a Necro.
Slice that gizzard open.
And we can kind of, hopefully right now what we're really doing is we're kind of juxtaposing these different combos And what is a combo? To me, and I'll go ahead and go through that now since we're on this guy. A combo is something that's going to extend my damage ability beyond that basic light, 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 4 lights, 4 heavies, or whatever the case may be for the unit. So now if we take a look at Necro, it's going to be light, 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 and that's it, 3 lights. And you see there he went into that recovery, pulled back up his shield, my abilities and everything were grayed out. Now we could do like a light, 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 and then a war cry, and then go back into a light, light, light. And we've kind of interrupted that combo break a little bit by inserting the ability, inserting damage into the middle of the combo. But what folks have found are now doing is a light, light, heavy, light, light, heavy, light, light, heavy. Again, 4 times over. Light, light. Actually, on the last one, you probably go ahead and throw in that war cry, and then you just want to go right back into light, light, heavy, 4 times over again. Light, light. 2, light, light. That's 3, light, light. And we're just going to go ahead and finish it out this time. And you can see there, he really took that final one, and there was nothing more that we could really do on that combo cooldown. So combos, in essence, when people talk about combos right now, they're not talking about 4 lights or 4 heavies. That's a pretty basic combo, and that is where we're going to get that combo damage modifier increase and so on and so forth. But when people are really talking about combos, what they're talking about is, how can I break out of that 4-button, 3-button, whatever the case may be for the unit. I'll go ahead and drop this guy. Whatever the case may be for that unit, beyond those beginning parts, light, light, heavy, 4 times over. I could look it up over here, but I don't really care to on Necromancer. There are more Necromancer combos that are out there, but I'll leave that out there for Necromancer mains to explain and so on and so forth. I'm a Puppeteer main. I don't want to really too much get outside of my wheelhouse. So we'll end this one here, and now we'll jump into Puppeteer. The other thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to switch to the just chatting. This is going to let me bring up there our combos. So we can see here on the basics, and feel free, I'm going to, whoa, my face looks like super, super bright because of that white. Okay, is that better? Thank you, jeez Pete. Okay, so that was on there. I'll bring it back over here for a minute. If you want to take a screenshot, go ahead. I'm going to put this information up on my Discord as is, as a picture, as a file. Share the link here to the Google Docs or something of that nature. However, there, bring this back over. There. Keep on the demon. Anybody see anything in chat yet? Nope, nothing. Nobody? I need to refresh the chat. Anything? Nope. Okay. Can you? Aggro, can you hear me on the stream? There. I'll wait for that response real quick. Aggro is one of my streamer buddies. He's a really great guy. Aggro Fiend. TTV, I think is his channel. Maybe I could drop a link to it. There. We'll just kind of increase some of these different things so that way I can stay into these units a little bit longer. Alright. So now we've got our pup basic unit. Okay. So we've got the pup basic unit, and the pup basic unit I think is 3 lights. 1, 2, 3, it might be 4. And then we've got the roar, and that's his combo break, and then I got control again, right? So you can see here that people really just kind of get pissed off at the Puppeteer basic unit because it makes it known that it's a combo break, really. Whereas the other ones just kind of have that pause where they're just kind of standing there staring off into space directly in front of themselves. The other just basic, for the basic unit combo is 3 times heavy. And there's the chest bump, dance, the shimmy, shimmy, shake. right? Again, when we're talking about combos, we don't want to have that combo break. We want to keep the damage going as long as possible. We want as few breaks in between because damage per second, DPS, we want to keep that thing rolling. So let me alt tab here real quick. There. Okay. So there. This used to be the old long form, and this has been replaced recently with a different combo. But I'll go ahead and go through this one. This was in one at the very top. It is a light, heavy, light, heavy, light. Come on, light. Again, heavy and heavy. There. And then light again, and then 3 heavies. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Okay. And then we should have, yep, the dance break. All right. So that's that first combo. Kind of reset here a little bit. That combo is 12 inputs with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. The new one is the same amount of inputs, but only 4 lights. So it's a little bit more efficient. And that one is heavy, heavy, light 4 times over. It's kind of the inverse of what the Necromancer is. Heavy, light again, heavy, and we're going into number 3, heavy, light, and then heavy. It's heavy, heavy, light again, but I recommend heavy, heavy, heavy at the end of the 4th string, so that way you get the most heavies and the most damage potential out as possible. Some of the other ones, we've got heavy, heavy, light, heavy, 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 light, heavy, heavy, heavy. Get a little shimmy, shimmy, shake on that one. I have heard that light, 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 heavy, followed by again light, 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 heavy, and maybe again light, 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 heavy, and that one breaks. I think that was 3 times over. 2 seconds. Yes, baby. Why don't you eat some of that fruit Mommy was telling us that we need to eat, okay? Alright. Alright. So that's a new one. I actually did not have that one down. So that was 3 lights and a heavy 3 times over, I think. There's light, light, 3 lights, 3 heavies. 3 lights, 2 heavies, light, heavy, heavy, heavy. Heavy, light, light, heavy, heavy, light, heavy, heavy, heavy. All those were on that sheet. Now here's something kind of interesting. Let's just do a heavy, I'm just going to spam through this, and a heavy, force the combo break, and then a heavy, and then a heavy again. Okay, nope, you're not going to do it? Alright, that's fine. I don't think I was really pushing it there. Let's see. So let's try, we're going to do this one that I actually do have down in my notes. So we'll do a light, 3 lights, 2 heavies, 1, 2, another light, and then 3 heavies. 2, we'll kind of get her turned around here, 3. All right, now we're going to start this combo immediately back up right again, light, 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 heavy. 3 lights and a heavy. Okay, and there's the combo break. Okay, so what I want to point out here is that the Puppeteer basic unit also seems to have a very weird, peculiar, finicky, I don't like to follow up full combos from previous full combos. So we had a pretty nice long string there and followed it up with 3 lights and a heavy is what was our first 4 inputs on that combo, followed by heavy, light, heavy, heavy, heavy. And then we followed it up again after the combo breakdance immediately with light, 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 heavy. I think it might have only been 3 lights and did combo breakdance again. Now the old long form and the new long form, that was going to be the top combo on that Google Doc that I had up. That one you can do twice in a row. Let's take a look at it. Come on, there we go. Light, heavy, light, heavy, light, light, heavy, heavy, light, and then 3 heavies. And we'll kind of get ourselves turned around here. 1, or I'm sorry, it's 2, and that's 3, and we should have a dance break, and then immediately go into light, heavy, light, heavy, light, light, heavy, heavy, light, and then 3 heavies. 1, 2, 3. And there's 2 full combos back to back. Nobody's ever going to live through 2 full combos like that, but it's important to know when we're just talking about the combos that we can pull off as the Puppeteer class. It's all information is really good to have. Okay, 4 times heavy, heavy, light can be followed up by 4 times heavy, heavy, light. Okay? All right, that should bring us to, let's double check my chat here again real quick. Game sounds a little low and I'm high. Okay, good. Watching a movie. Oh, no, you're fine. You're good, brother. I'm a little loud, so let's go ahead and we'll bring down me. And let's bring up the game sound. Let's just take it up to about 7. Hopefully that'll be okay for everybody as well. Okay. Now my face is going to go really bright here again because I really just want to pull up my notes and kind of talk again. I apologize for my... Jesus, I look like I'm basking in angelic light or something. It's so bright. It's ridiculous, but I apologize. It's really not that bright on my eyes. It's not. Elites will kind of talk into this right here is what we just covered with how those combos break. This is what I want to get into here is this running attack, light or heavy, seems to take the place of that attack in the combo order. So if you do a heavy, 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 get changed into a running, H or RH, heavy, heavy into breakdance. This we're going to get into with the boss here in a minute, and then this is what we've recently discovered here on June 19th, and we've kind of expanded it up a little bit. And I'm also going to be talking about some of these things down here where we're talking about heavy, heavy, light. Excuse me, dodge. Heavy, heavy, light, dodge. Heavy, heavy, light, dodge. Heavy, heavy, heavy. As a more real-world example of how can we really take this information and apply it into the game, because no survivor in their right mind is going to come anywhere close to... I'm just going to go ahead and give you in chat. Thank you so much. There we go. All right. So like I said, how are we going to translate this into anything real world? Well, first let's go ahead and take a look at what we're even talking about, okay? We kind of talked about that sprinting heavy before, right? So that's going to be sprinting forward, slap, and then we're just going to do another sprinting forward, slap, and then we're going to immediately follow it up with a heavy, and we should get the combo breakdance. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, where HHH, combo breakdance, RH, running heavy, H. Okay, let's also keep that in mind because actually as a puppeteer, you're going to be doing a sprinting heavy a lot more than you are just trying to face tank somebody or something of that nature. Okay, so you're actually going to be doing like a running heavy, maybe even into another running heavy, and then a light, and then a heavy, and then maybe even another running heavy, and then a light, and then a dodge, and then a heavy, and then a heavy, and then a light maybe, and let's say another running heavy, and then a heavy, and then a dodge, and then a light, and we should get our growl. There we are. See? So it's not exactly like I had on the piece of paper where, you know, oh, okay, well, you know, that's the combo. That's what Unprofessional said. You know, it's a heavy, and then a light, and then a dodge, and then a heavy, and then a heavy, and then a light, and then a dodge. No, that's not what I want to really kind of come. That's not what I want to get across necessarily. I want to get across that you want to keep the combo going in your head, and you can still fill these gaps with these different with the different hits in a real world combat situation, and you really can hit a running heavy just about as fast as I did because of the speed of Puppeteer basic units. Okay. As the last piece that I promised, let's see here. You know, while we're at it, here real quick. Let's see. We're just going to take Infernal Energy, I guess. Boss, we'll pull him up real quick. Boss is really locked into. Boss is really locked into 3 lights, 3 heavies. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. There's his combo break. Goes right back into it. He's also rather animation locked. So if we take a look at, this is what the heavies look like. A big ground pound, a big force upward, and then he kind of does like an X backward, okay? So if we kind of remember what that looked like there, and then we'll do the lift up as the second move in the combo, and then we'll do the two-handed push on the light there at the end, okay? So he's really animation locked. There's no real kind of special ways. I do recommend using the heavies because they do AoE in certain situations, especially if you're ever trying to take out the book itself, especially in terms of like, I just want to do like a light, and then a big, like this, the big X out AoE hit as my final hit if I'm kind of surrounded by survivors. Warriors are beating me on the back of the head trying to do the book, kind of spreading out that damage a little bit, not only just on the book, but on them as well. Really kind of basic with the boss on those combos. Elite units are going to be exactly the same. Let's go ahead and bomb one out and grab him. He's the same. He's rather animation locked. 3, and was that it? So was that, how many was that? 3 or 4? 2, 3, 4, and then he kind of stops. Turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud in my ears. Kind of had to mess around with my sound and stuff last night, so. Heavies, you also kind of hear, those are 2 hits again. Right, so they're kind of 2 hits again. But 1, 2, 3, and I think 4. 2, 3, and then the big jump, 4. Alright. If we kind of show again this animation lock, we'll just kind of do the 1, 2, and 3 on lights, and then the big jump there as number 4. I've played all around with the different combinations. There seems to be nothing really special again with his combos. He's animation locked. 2 seconds. What, baby? The rest are bad. That's fine. You can throw them away. All right. There. Get all this up. Let's go visit the book again, shall we? Take a look at those damage numbers that I was talking about before. If we recall, just to refresh our memories, this is going to be a 45 light hit and a 90 heavy hit. However, what we recall from before, it was a 45 light followed up by a 50 light to increasing that 10%. So what we should have is going to be a 94 or a 95 per heavy hit on the second hit in the combo. How does this translate into the long form combo? I'm not 100% sure. I've actually never had anybody around necessarily to test it. Is there going to be this guy come running up like there was before? No? That's fine. I'm sorry. Last time when the stream started and I had a hold of that one, that guy kind of came running out of nowhere. So I thought there'd be another one. And we got 5 seconds to wait anyway on the power possessor. I really want the power possess instead of, because of the maintenance cost of almost nothing. I think it's like 1 per second energy. So we can hold this guy for 300 seconds or what, 5 minutes? All right. There we are. So we got a light, 45, and a heavy, 94, 94. There you have it. So damage and combo damage is a little bit finicky. What's up, my dude?
Am I able to get Roblox on my computer?
You know how to download it yourself and
Yeah.
install it on your...
On Microsoft and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Oh, wait, okay. And one last thing that I want to cover here too is that the running heavy is going to be a lot less damage, should be a lot less damage than just a normal heavy hit. Let's do a sprinting heavy, 45. That was a heavy. Sprinting light, 45. So there's not really a whole lot of damage increase onto those running heavies, but because of their usefulness in gap closing, you are going to find yourself hitting those, utilizing those, excuse me, a lot more than a running, or I'm sorry, rather than a heavy gap closing and using that speed. Throw off my train of thought there for a second. All right, and that's going to wrap us up for the combos, what they mean to us, and how we're going to apply them on a Puppeteer game.